All right, all right. I am a couple minutes early. That's good. Wanted to be online a little earlier, but... Ah, you're here! How did PT go? How did it do? I gotta turn my volume down. I keep blowing the fucking mic out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep, here is the hard part. This is the hard part. You ready for some atmospheric shit today? It's very... Yeah, oh good, I'm glad. Hopefully PT takes care of your problem. I'm hoping. I just realized I need to turn the desktop audio up. I am live on Twitch. I just don't have anything pulled up. Whoa, see? Well, shit. I need to resize that. Well, I was live, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me talking. Oh, those take a little bit. Yeah, those take a little bit. Yeah, the live notifications on Twitch take a minute. Okay. So you aren't hearing anything right now. And that's okay. Oh my gosh. So I have a couple of I have some factoids before we start, and I'll have a tweet to send out because I am actually tagging the dev in this one. I happen to follow him. I like him a lot, and I will be tagging him. We're doing another triple feature. We should be able to get all 3 games in pretty easily. Just waiting on... Yeah. I like this dev quite a bit. What they're doing now is different than what they've done, but both are good. So, I mean, you're not going to hear me complain. Why? I don't know why it continually shows me as away. I literally just can't change that. It just shows me online. Congrats, by the way, Trisha, on beating Mad Father. You're welcome. I hope you like the clip I made, because that made me laugh really hard. I did. That's actually a very famous CG. With Dio kissing Aya's forehead. Yeah, go to her Facebook page. I took a clip when I was watching the VOD. I missed it yesterday because I was with Mom. So I watched the VOD last night. Yo, mod. All right. I'm gonna send out the tweet and then give you guys some background info. Okay, so we are going to be exploring some of, oh good lord, I can never pronounce his last name properly and I feel very, very bad. David Szymanski. He's known on Twitter as @DuskDev. He made, obviously, it's the wildly popular Steam game Dusk. That's his latest creation. Yeah, David Szymanski. He made Dusk. It's very much an homage to the shooters of the glories of the 90s days. I mentioned it very briefly in the last stream. It pays homage to like Quake and Doom and Duke Nukem. Szymanski. Okay, cool. David Szymanski. Thank you. But his first game, back in 2013, is the first one we're going to be playing. And it's a short experience, but I found it very chilling the first time I saw it played, and now I have a chance to share it with you guys. I think his earlier work is very different than Dusk, but he has also worked on the Dreadex Collection Volume 1. He made Pony Factory, and Volume 2 he made Squirrel Stapler. So he's been cranking out games. He's working on a new one called Gloomwood with Dylan Rogers. They're both developers at New Blood. That's the publisher. And they put out Dusk, a medieval Faith, Gloomwood, Fallen Aces, Super Galaxy Squadron, Unfortunate Spacemen, and Ultra Kill. It's whatever trademark. They're pumping stuff out. Faith has already been put out by Airdorf, but he is working on part 3, and he's looking to put those on Steam. So good devs. New Blood is putting out some good devs. So David Szymanski has also worked on he was given special thanks in A Medieval and The Adventures of Square. Additional thanks to him on Paratopic. He did some of the voices in his own creation Dusk. He was actually in additional support for Layers of Fear, the original, which is the best of them, in my opinion. Like, the best of any of Bloober Team's games, in my opinion. And the Masterpiece Edition. So, he provided support for Bloober Team with Layers of Fear. And, yeah, he's made some really interesting games. On the Steam page for Fingerbones, it said that he wasn't originally planning to he just came out with A Wolf in Autumn the following year, but he noticed that people liked Fingerbones so much still that he put it on Steam for free. So Fingerbones is completely free. The rest do cost. The most expensive being Dusk, which is $20. But that's a full-blown FPS. I mean, these other ones are fantastic. We will be playing Fingerbones, A Wolf in Autumn, and the Moon Sliver. So the only one we won't be playing is the Music Machine, because that could actually take a whole stream itself. I may or may not stream that at a later time. It's a very beautiful game. So, without further ado, let me get things set up. So, I can see my mods DMs. All right, and we're good. So we're going to start with Fingerbones. WASD and the left mouse button to interact. And press escape. I'll turn that game volume all the way up. So this was my first exposure to him. Whoa, that sensitivity is holy crap. All right. Wow. Sorry about the, I don't want to like, okay, I'm just going to have to move my mouse very slightly. So this was made back in 2013. It's my weekend to get Katie, but I'm not really in the mood. I distracted her with the TV and came here to read. I couldn't interest myself in reading, so I tried to write. I couldn't write anything more than the usual handful of disconnected thoughts and theories. Medication didn't help, and the divorce certainly didn't help, because I am not depressed. I am enlightened. This is the result of 2 decades of scientific education and philosophical pondering. This is the price of knowledge. Yeah, I'm gonna see, aha, I can change the mouse sensitivity. Is that gonna... Okay, that's much, much better. So we're gonna turn that mouse sensitivity down. Bit too slow. Up a little bit. Okay, wow. I can't even imagine what it's like at full blast. So we have an enlightened parent. When I was 15 years old, I lost my virginity. I shook uncontrollably at the time. I felt that same primal excitement yesterday night in the cellar. Warning. There's a lot of disturbing content. Not shown, but talked about. Okay. So he has a daughter. Okay, no pull. Ah, a note though. It appears to be a page from a manuscript. Pop morality is too reliant on emotions and not reliant enough on rational thought. If morality must be determined, and I maintain that it is a farce, it should not be determined by feeling. Feelings are nebulous, subjective, and changeable. Rather, it should be determined by thinking. The actions of a natural creature are natural and thus moral, unless a concrete scientific reason can be given to prove them as immoral. So we've got a philosopher of sorts on our hands. Ah, flashlight, thank you. I don't remember the last time I even saw this game played. And I wish I could tell you what engine it was made in, but I unfortunately do not know. I don't know why I'd use my daughter's name as a door lock code in my survival bunker, but whatever keeps her happy, I suppose. She's like her mother, a delicate, fragile version of her mother. Damn her. I can only assume that's a generator. No, I don't want to exit. Well, that's irreversible. So, let's see. Yeah, we can only click on the notes. Seems like, aha. Here we go. So his daughter's name is Katie. Spelled not like my mods. There we go. Had to get the power running to open the door. It's finally happened. The whole world is a chaos of thunder and screams, and when the ashes settle, we will all be wild animals again. I am ecstatic beyond words. I haven't been able to reach Lynn for several days, and she's probably dead, for all I know or care. But Katie was here when it started, and I have no idea what to do with her. Most of the town is dead. Katie and I only survived because we ran to the bunker. Perhaps this is what I've needed. Freedom from all the irrational rules and inane social values. Just pure, beautiful survival. Alright. Did your generator not power that enough there, bud? That opened anything downstairs. Yep. It did. I changed the storage room code to something I can easily remember. Nah, the rest of the word is missing. So I'm guessing that's Lynn backwards. Don't quite remember. Like I said, it's been a while. Oh, hang on, got an itch. Sorry about that. Like some blood. She remembered Father's Day and drew me a picture. I don't understand her. She's just like her mother. She wants to waste time drawing pictures, and we're barely able to find enough food to survive. I turned her crayons into candles. We need more candles in case the generator goes out again, and it helps break up the monotony. I yearn for the excitement of those first weeks. That is right in my ear. There are things I've wanted to do for years, desires I've kept locked in the back of my conscience. It's been nearly a year since I've seen a woman, and now I realize there's no practical reason to keep those desires locked up anymore. I boxed up everything that isn't practical and useful. I burned all the books that weren't for scientific education. I'd like to store the boxes in the cellar, but I can't get them down the ladder by myself. I just piled them up near the hatch. The blood would probably ruin them anyway. The tool room has been her name for years now, and I can't bring myself to change it, so that's the hint that, Lynn's name, his wife's name, is the tool room. So let's see. Code. guessing to get down to the cellar. I believe the note said. It was Lynn's name backwards. He said the number. Let me double check around here. Make sure. Yep. Yeah, we know, buddy. You don't have any morality anymore. We understand the very heavy implications. Where's his Lynn's name backwards? Thought he said number code, but worth a shot. Said number code. Storage room code to something I can easily remember. Oh no, there was no number code. Storage room code. Good question. Mayhap that will be answered in game. Y. It just seems like it's Lynn backwards. Oh, good lord. This is so simple. Cellar is where we need to go last, actually. So, try the door. It was Lynn's name backwards. I am a bag of DNA, and I exist to make more of myself. I married and produced a daughter. Hello? Because my genes demand reproduction. I wrote books and created because creativity served a survival advantage to my ancient ape ancestors. I built this place, took refuge in it, and spent hours thinking up silly little artificial laws to live by because my forefathers built cities and societies to allow time and peace to reproduce and to protect their genes. God. Dreams, loves, opinions, desires, beauty, innocence, figments of our collective primordial imagination. Fleeting electrical signals that fire across our synapses for a pointless moment in time. They used to serve a purpose, and now they are needless confusion. And here I am, the last man on earth for all I know, ready to be freed from them. Down there, pretty sure. Yes, I know. Sorry if you hear the clickety-clacking, that would be my keyboard. Actually, I don't know if we ever go down to the cellar. Under my hazy memory. I watched this game when it was, I think, when it first came out. Yeah, it is. Clicky keys are part of the reason I prefer. Yep, okay. It is as I remembered. The cellar is freedom. Fingerbones. Ah. Right. This is an actual game and not just something where you walk around and wait for something to happen. I'm used to seeing a lot of those. And I've played one recently. This is a game where you have to figure things out. I've just kept gunning for that cellar. I'm doing the Ace Attorney thing again. There we go. There's only enough food for one, so she's going to die anyway. And now I'm free. Freedom. It took the end of all humanity for me to find freedom. Sorry, allergies. It seems to have been torn from a diary. She finally died last night. I don't know whether from starvation, dehydration, or blood loss. I threw her body into the woods. Her fingers, my anti-religious artifacts, my testaments to moral and intellectual freedom, are locked in the safe upstairs. I am content in the knowledge that I haven't done anything wrong. The father didn't know why he'd come back after all these years, starving and tired. He just wanted to see the cellar one last time. With one last flicker, the flashlight died and he was left in the pitch dark. He sat down on the cold floor and closed his eyes. He could still hear her, even now. It was peaceful here in the cellar. It was free here in the cellar. And the game closed. Fingerbones. That was David Szymanski's first published game. Yeah, I like Fingerbones a lot. So, for anyone not following the story, Apocalypse, father and daughter in the bunker because he had her that weekend. He raped her. And he chopped her up and ate her when there was no food left. And he kept her finger bones as mementos. And came back to the cellar after, I guess he found out that humanity wasn't dead after all, or it was. But either way, he came back to it after years. Yeah, it is fucked. So here's, yeah, I like it. It's short, it's sweet, it tells a simple fucked up story. Very minimalistic. The only thing I kind of have to complain about is the backtracking, and like the slow pace walking, but this was, Mr. Szymanski's first game. So, you know, for a first game, I think it's very ambitious tackling such a huge subject. So next we're going to go on to one that I have not seen played, nor have I played, but I do own, called A Wolf in Autumn. Yeah, from what I know of Fingerbones and the Moon Sliver, he's very, and the Music Machine, atmosphere is a very big deal in his earlier ones. I have not played Dusk, unfortunately. I have it. I forgot to hit record, so I'm gonna need to download the VOD. GG. I did hit play. It's giving me the option to stop it. You gonna... Aha, there it is. I didn't intentionally make a pun. I was just kind of talking. Yeah, you might. I'm losing my damn mind. No, I want my screen resolution. No, it can handle it. It's good. Okay, well, this is made in Unity. The game is intended to be completed in a single sitting around 1 hour and doesn't have a save system. Please use headphones, use WASD to move, use shift to run, left mouse button to interact, right to drop held items, escape to toggle the in-game menu. I said figure things out. I didn't say finger things out. You heard it as finger. He left the evening before, and as the sun followed another sleepless night, her fury remained. Fury and pride. I am still proud, she thought. Even now, if only because a lack of pride would admit the wasted years and make them real and give them power. I have tasted the poison and felt the need that surpasses all other needs, and I sit here refusing to waste away while others like me sit in rotting houses, on rotting couches, staring blankly at blank walls, thinking and seeing nothing. And yet men's eyes pass me on the street and judge me from a glance, and I am still proud because I have lived more life than they will know, and lived it freely as a woman, and seen the worst of its ruin, and I am still proud, even now. And proud I will remain until I am nothing at all. I have seen the ruin, and have pleasured myself with all and any, and I have no zealotry left, or ambition, or hope in a changed world, but this is how I have lived, and I am proud of it because pride is the mark of a woman, and when life is burned to ashes, the pride will remain, and when truth and faith and hope and certainty have burnt too, it will remain, and when I am nothing at all, and the needles in their poison have finally sucked me dry, and my daughter spits my name contemptuously, it will not matter, because I have lived more life than they will ever know, and I have lived it as a woman and seen its ruin, and even when the pride cannot hide the wasted years, and I know it was all for nothing, and scream silently that it was all for nothing, and despair that all the fucking and pleasures and the pride were nothing, nothing at all. Even then, when the needles in their poison have sucked me dry, and my daughter spits my name contemptuously, and the pride cannot hide the wasted years, and the pleasured memories cannot drown out the scream, even then, something somewhere will know that I lived freely as a woman, and even in death I will be proud. And even when the world burns to ashes, they will know it still.
Look at the waves, sweetie. Aren't they pretty?
I could probably build a better shed than this. Alright, so this is completely blind, actually. A pair of metal scissors. You can get the scissors inside the lock, but there isn't enough room to move them around. Okay. What you? An ice pick. These always scare me. They're so pointy. You stick the ice pick in the lock and twist it around. Amazingly, you hear it click open. Awesome. Alright. Well, This is gorgeous. Alright, let's find out what's buzzing and shut it up, please. Shush.
Sweetie, it's Mom. Listen to me. This is very important. You need to stay put. Don't leave the fenced-in area. Don't go into the basement. Don't mess with that machine outside. Just don't go anywhere, all right? Stay in the shed and wait for me. There are some dangerous animals loose, and I don't want you to get hurt. Everything is going to be fine. Just do as I say.
So, are you the narrator or am I your daughter? Oh my gosh, I love this. It's perfect for the season we're in right now. A brass panel held in place with odd square screws. My water source. So, what are you? Some sort of machine made of rock? I'd really like to figure out how you work. It seems to be locked. Looks like a simple lock. We can pick it. The water's really pretty. I love water. It reminds me of when we went to the ocean with Grandma and Grandpa. Okay, we've got a pair of pliers, or a pair of wire cutters. Excusez-moi. I could hear something that sounded like a creature just in my ear right now. That's a lighter and a flashlight. Actually, is there anything that needs to be cut? Well, alright. Go drop these off in my shed. Give me that ice pick, though. I can pick a lock. Ah! Those are probably used for the chain. Alright. Okay. Heard it again. A piece of glass. You look really sharp. An old kitchen knife. The battery is rough to the touch with old corrosion. Yeah, that is incredibly corroded. Alright. Oh, we do get to take the glass. And more scissors. Alright, so we got some tools out of that. Now, a metal lighter. Okay, cool. We have a lighter as well. Dump it off here. The antique store in town has one like you. I keep asking Mom for money. It's one of those really old saws. It's too heavy for me to lift. I wish I had 2 working hands. Huh. Alright. I think you're supposed to lift the door open. Something to get rid of those square screws to get us into the basement. A machine for opening the door? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Only one hand, huh? Need something to cut the string. Scissors are fairly dull, but after a few tries, you manage to cut through the string. I beat you with scissors, Key. She's a little sassy. He or she. I'm assuming we're playing a female. What am I doing? Dropped a pair off in here. Yep. The chain is rusty enough that, shuddering with exertion, you're able to snip apart one of the links with the wire cutters. Something is holding the door closed. A thick piece of rope. Hello. Is keeping the door from opening. Those are wolves. Yes.
Sweetie, you have to stop messing with things. I know you love to explore and play with machines, but this is for your own good. You won't be safe if you don't mind me and stay put.
How do you know if I'm messing with things, huh? Alright. So the scissors won't do it. Let's try the knife. That's actually really fun. Whoa! I can take a lot apart with a screwdriver. Yes, Mom.
You're disobeying your mother, Autumn. Disobedient girls get punished.
And the trees have many eyes.
They see everything. They judge everything.
And the wolves know too.
And I know. Don't touch that machine. Stop getting into things. Don't try my patience.
Alright. That was creepy. You remove the screws and lift the panel away. Ah. Maybe? Okay. Hi, Olo. We're playing some of David Szymanski's games. This pipe looks really weird. It does. So we have a key that I probably could have used earlier. Bunch of screwdrivers. Looks like my toolbox. You're a pretty blue rock, my favorite color. Okay. No new input on the machine. We have a lighter as well, and a flashlight. Actually, let's take that flashlight and see if we're missing anything. Looks like a flashlight you keep next to your so-called bed. I love the colors in this. Holy crap. Okay. So ideally we'd want it to turn that way, but it doesn't seem to. Let's see. Got an old battery, glass, scissors, a lighter, an ice pick. Yeah, I hear those noises beyond the fence. You kick it experimentally, but it seems to be lodged in the ground. You often like to imagine mysterious rusted pipes like these evidence some long-gone ancient house. In this case, judging by the ruined walls outside the fence, maybe there was. Okay. The water's really pretty. Okay, yep. Pretty new, I think. Notice other people use these for camping. Nothing to say about the candle. And another pair of wire cutters. So we have multiple of the same tool. Yeah, but... Okay, I just like to have the flashlight because it... messes with, the shading, as beautiful as it is. The lighting and everything messes with my, what I can see. Alright, I would assume our next step is to get into that damn cellar. And that would be using the machine. Let's see. Oh. Good, yeah, I want to turn the mass sensitivity down a tad bit. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, I just... I'm not gonna... Oh, no! Shit. I hit exit. GG. It's okay, we can speedrun this. Once it decides to load. It's okay, we can speedrun it. This one takes a little while to load. All right. Okay. Okay, so we see quite a bit of those tools, actually. I wonder if that's the bed she was talking about. And then this is with her grandma and grandpa.
Look at the waves, sweetie. Aren't they pretty?
Voice doesn't exactly sound like her mom. We'll see. Alright, anyway. Where's that ice pick? Yep, youthful defiance.
Sweetie, it's Mom. Listen to me. This is very important. You
Can
need
I
to
not
stay put.
interact in anything?
Don't leave the
Ah.
fenced-in area. Don't go into the basement.
I could just run away, though.
Stay in the shed and wait for me. There are some dangerous animals loose, and I don't want you to get hurt. Everything is going to be fine. Just do as I say.
Okay. Right. Yeah, they don't let... Oh, that sucks. It's locked, so you, Well, where did I throw the key in my youthful tantrum? There it is. You can't pick it up. Okay, let's see if you can... Aha! Okay, that's neat that you can use different ways to, You can use different ways to unlock things. Different solutions, depending on how creatively you want to think.
Sweetie, you have to stop messing with things. I know you love to explore and play with machines, but this is for your own good. You won't be safe if you don't mind me and stay put.
A lot of games are actually very, very linear, in terms of like, pick up this, go do this. So I actually quite like that you can have multiple solutions for that sort of problem.
You're disobeying your mother, Autumn.
Yep.
Disobedient girls get punished.
And the trees have many eyes.
Oh, that is creepy.
And the wolves know too.
And I know. Don't touch that machine. Stop getting into things. Don't try my patience.
Sounds like a wolf is licking its chops. I assume a wolf, just due to the title. Is licking its chops right in my ear. Alright, what now, Mom? Okay. There we go. I thought I had to turn it all the way around. Reroute it. I wish I had clothes on. It's really cold down here. Serious? Seems to indicate if water is flowing through the pipe or not. There's probably some way to control water flow outside. The walls smell dank and feel moist. Ugh, no clothes. Looking at these makes your throat feel uncomfortable. What the hell is she doing down here? There's probably a light switch or something around. Well, until then, I need... Oh, good. You have one down here. You knew I'd come down here.
What part of don't go into the basement don't you understand? I've tried being nice, and apparently you're too stupid for nice. So get back in your little shed and wait there, quietly, until I decide what to do with you.
Or do you want to die?
Oh. Okay. You look just like our kitchen chairs. Oh. What the hell is going on down here? Mother? Okay, I would like to find a light switch, though, before I start exploring everything. So I don't throw my flashlight down and then... Aha. There we go. Smells like oil, like Grandma and Grandpa's. The saw blades are covered in dust. They've obviously sat here a long time. I kind of like running my fingers over the points. I don't want to look at you. Looks just like our porch. A metal plate with a raised part in the middle. And looking at these, I'm guessing, makes... I think they're painted. Ugh. Okay. Oh! Although it's lying on the floor, somehow the saw blade cuts lengthwise into your arm like blubber, creating a thick flap of skin. It doesn't hurt or bleed. What the hell? I can't lift it with only one hand. What is it? I was gonna say, I threw my flashlight down near the, Oh, it's an axe! Okay. I think it's a fuse. Looks like one in the ones in Mom's room. Another corroded battery, another pair of scissors. It's nailed to the door and it's blocking it from opening. Okay, I was gonna ask if we could only have one light switch on at a time, but no, we can have both. Okay, those aren't gonna help me get nails out. I want to wait before I go futzing with the water pressure. Can I pick this up? Yes, I can. Takes some time, but you're eventually able to saw through the board. Flashlight. Always. Oh yeah, I forgot to inspect this here. I think it's a lock. Okay. Another weird machine thing. I guess it's supposed to get water from outside? Okay. Okay, so she only has one hand. Oh. What do you want? I don't want... Is there a light switch in here? I don't want to... Wire cutters, a wrench. Something with a key. You can't do anything at all with your 9. Oh, you can't do anything at all with your 9-year-old brain in your 9-year-old hand. Do you think I accidentally hung that key where you could reach it? We're 9? Oh, good lord. Alright, let's go see what Mom wants.
Do I have to pry off your kneecaps, you little shit? Do I have to nail your fucking arms to the floor? I will twist your legs off and break every bone in your ugly little body if I have to. I am your mother. You will obey me. Get back in your fucking cage.
Whew. We're 9? I'm sorry, I'm still like stuck on that. There's an ice pick. I could pick that or break it open. What? Excuse me? Hearing that in my periphery was not, at all pleasant. The glass cup. Cool. Play some music. I can take apart a lot with it. Oh, that's a screwdriver? Mom's a psycho and that's coming from me. Yeah, no shit. Oh, well. I need the flashlight in there. Yeah, it kind of is, the dialogue actually, yeah, is kind of childish. I was hoping to have that land on the table. Can I... There we go. It's like, furiously clicking. There we go. That doesn't quite help. There, that's better. Pliers and not wire cutters. Lock is rusty, but not quite enough to pry off. A battery. Corrosion, huh? Oh, well. Corroded battery is worth a thought. Sometimes in adventure games you take corroded batteries and, you know, use the corrosion. Okay. So... Bollocks. There was something else out here. I have that flashlight right where I wanted it. The ice pick. What did I do with the ice pick? It's right here. Or a screwdriver. See if the screwdriver will do anything. Aha! You insert the screwdriver and twist the lock as hard as you can. You hear it snap. Guess the inside is rusty too. A strange glass object. I'm having flashbacks to Cube Escape and Rusty Lake. I was playing those until very recently. Slide the glass object into place. The object fits perfectly. You already turned the valve on. Oh. Something's sparking. Let me grab my flashlight again. Surprised she doesn't have anything to say with that. I'm gonna blindly fumble in the dark until I grab him. Nope. Right, okay. Looks like a valve, but without the wheel thing. Ah, the wrench. There's a wrench on this table. An unlit candle, but the wick seems warm as if recently extinguished. The stool looks strangely familiar. Please, I don't want to have to move my flashlight. Bollocks. Okay. I was able to blindly grope for the pliers, but not. Using your full body weight, you're able to open the valve with the wrench. Oh. Hello. So that was a wolf. Whoa. A lighter. Candles with this. And it provides a brief spark so I can see. Ah! Everything went out. Excellent. Carefully light the candle. Oh, this is new. Okay, there was a button back there that I hadn't pushed. Okay. Let me see if I can light. Yes, okay. Light anything here. Where did I put the lighter? Oh! Oh! Oh, my flashlight's gone. No, it's not. Oh, it got moved. Hi, Johnny. Twitter. It's the button. Alright. Okay. Okay. Screw carefully lighting things. I think if we dilly-dally enough, that wolf.
You're a little bitch, you know that? A horrible little bitch. Wasting time playing with electric motors while I slave my life away. Do you think I wanted you? I kept a wire coat hanger in the bathroom for months, just to look at and think about. And all the teachers think you're so special. You aren't special. You're spoiled. Because I'm wasting my life giving you the things I didn't have.
Jesus. Yeah, I am very easily jump scared. Your mother was sitting on the porch with the hasty green paint, talking to the woman with the short hair, smoke drifting upward, not knowing you were listening. I kept a coat hanger in the bathroom for months just to think about. God. Your mother screams and staggered out onto the porch with the hasty green paint, arms punctured with holes, finding you curled up and dripping blood. You look weird, Autumn. And you sobbing, spilling blood on the floor. The dog, my hand. You look weird, Autumn. Oh boy. You told your mother the dog left those chipmunk parts in your room. It didn't. The dog didn't get those cuts from the fight. The dog didn't bite you unprovoked. No matter what's hidden deep inside, you still have to live with yourself. Desires don't just leave if you tell them to. What the hell is going on here? Made for two hands, but you managed to use them. Come here, boy. And the dog looking at you, knowing, slowly coming all the same, and you whispering so nobody else could hear. Come here, boy. I just want to try something. Oh, God. Teeth can be pulled out with pliers, screwdrivers twisted around in soft holes and crevices, ice picks slipped into eye sockets, a mess of tangled bowls hidden in stomachs and wet pieces, ready to be pulled and squished. Machines can be built, bodies can be taken apart. There's no change, just the sounds and texture. What the hell?
You'll wake up and I'll still be there. This will all still be there. Do you know what lives deep inside Autumn? Love and fury, a forest and a basement. Locked away and unconditional. And you can't let them both out. The world is a growling, grinding machine, and you can't escape its teeth without teeth to match. It devours little girls like you. Eats you up from the inside. Someday you'll know the meaning of ruin and wasted years. You'll have children of your own, and you'll understand. You can't live life without the howling wolves.
Oh good, the sound I hate the most. Okay, thank God. Still, I cannot recover the wasted years or unknow the coming of the contemptuous spits and the final poison, or force my mouth to know what's in my heart, or stop all those words from spilling out and say that I am your mother and you are my daughter and I love you, and I know this somewhere deep inside, but I cannot feel it past the screams and the wasted years and the need that surpasses all other needs and the ruin and yes, even the pride, and I can't make the words stop spilling out or the pain in your face or force my mind to tell my heart what I know deep inside and my mouth to speak for my heart and mind. That you are my daughter and I love you, and I am your mother, and somehow together we can leave behind the waste and the ruin and the screams and the poison and the pride. But then, a lack of pride would admit the wasted years and make them real and give them power. And even now, I am a woman, and something somewhere will know me, even after the world burns to ashes and the needles and their poison finally suck me dry, and even after my daughter spits my name contemptuously because what I know deep inside does not matter when I know other things on the surface, and life is a grinding machine, and a girl and a woman cannot escape its teeth through tenderness, and even after I am nothing at all, my daughter will contemptuously spit my name and show that her skin is the tough skin of an animal, and she will face the ruin and the pleasure and the fucking, and eventually the wasted years, and the silent scream and the thing deep inside hidden from her heart and mouth. And through the words that spill out and the thing too deep to know, she will be a proud woman like me. And someday we will shake our fists together at them and the memory of their arrogant eyes, and be proud together too, and something somewhere will know us and our ruin. As I sit here watching the uncounted empty needles and feeling the need that surpasses all other needs, and remembering the pleasures and drowning out the scream that it was all for nothing, and feeding the pride that will remain when the earth has burned to ashes. Autumn's alarm clock went off in the next room, and the mother began to dry her tears. Autumn's eyes flew open, lying in her sleeping bag, clutching her stuffed dolphin, surrounded by the motors and parts she loved to tinker with, letting the alarm continue to sound from its place in the opposite corner, staring at the ceiling, adjusting her thoughts and feeling the misty emotions begin to evaporate with the dream that brought them. Awake now. Her mother walked into the room and leaned on the door frame, looking. Are you awake? Her voice was weaker and softer than normal. Autumn was looking too. After a moment, she said, I'm awake. All right then, get dressed. I'll make you lunch today. There's probably something in the fridge. I love you, Mom. Autumn didn't know why she said it. Her mother's mouth tightened, and she blinked a few times. Then she nodded. She glanced away and nodded a few more times. All right. She looked back at Autumn, and Autumn looked at her. And they looked at each other for some time. A wolf in autumn, a troubled girl's nightmare. A game by David Szymanski. That was really interesting. Whoa. Voice acting by Julie Hoverson. Good job, Julie. Dedicated to Rachel Szymanski.
Look at the waves, sweetie. Aren't they pretty?
I don't know if this is just the end screen or like I clicked a couple of times and nothing's happening. I mean, Fingerbones just closed by itself, so. Well, that was really interesting. I really like the use of color and light. He was, Szymanski was not afraid to get experimental, and that is why I like him. Dusk is obviously something more solid, but yeah, I just hit escape and it closed, so. It's not a long game, it's under an hour, so. Let me double check. I mean, if I missed it, then I'm not gonna, like, go back to the full thing. So she only had one hand because a dog bit it, and it seems like it was infected. Yeah, okay. It seems like the ocean was the ending, based on Steam. I didn't quite understand it. I don't know. He's very again, it's very experimental. It's kind of take your own idea. Let's see if there's something in the discussions about it. Oh, okay, things that the dev pinned that he posted. 6 questions to ask yourself about A Wolf in Autumn. What is your character afraid of? What is your character fascinated by? What do you know about autumn? What is the mother thinking about? What is the wolf? What do you find in the basement, deep inside? Someone interpreted it about sex. Someone is saying that the girl was disturbed, which we were kind of getting that with the scene with the dog. that bit her and took her hand, and the mom is aware that something is wrong with her. Oh, yeah, there were the needles that said just like the ones in Mom's room. So they also interpret that as her mother is a junkie. And she cares for her messed up child as a manner of self-punishment. The pride she mentions at the beginning is a suggestion for her taking on the responsibility for this sickly child. She didn't want to have the child to begin with. The machine we encounter at the end symbolically suggests that Autumn was conceived via rape. Thus, she is incapable of telling the girl that she loves her because she actually does, and it pains her. Autumn, the little girl, tinkers with the dog at some point, as she'd tinker any mechanical contraption. She harms the dog terribly, and the dog attacks her. On this given incident, Autumn loses one arm, or at least a hand. This is why we do not have an inventory and use each and every object with one arm only. She cannot use things with two hands. At the beginning of our game, I think the mother tried to get rid of Autumn, thus locked her in the shed, knowing she'd wander around to experiment anyway. She was hoping that the hound would complete what she left unfinished. This last part may be interpreted as Autumn's dream, a nightmare created by a guilty conscience. I believe the whole game was the mother's nightmare, reliving the echoes of events and dreaming about a situation that she'd be free. Some people think the wolf or the father is related to some sort of father figure. Another key moment is that the girl said, "I love you," without any meaning to it. This, alongside her very unempathetic feelings throughout the nightmare, strongly suggests sociopathy of some kind. It's entirely possible, however, that she's simply autistic, but the lack of empathy is very deep, as is her lack of fear or emotion. Yeah, no, autistic is, yeah, I agree that she's not autistic. Obviously, the story is very much up to interpretation, but I think we can all agree that the mother has problems and that the daughter has worse problems. It's their relationship that I am most curious about. What a fascinating game this is. Okay, Chad is saying, I was going to say dialogue seems to indicate Autumn is sociopathic and the mom is into heroin. Yeah, mom's into something. Like, she's into some kind of drugs. And yeah, the daughter is... Oh, God, that whole thread about, that whole bit about, like, just tinkering with the animal as you're cutting the sinew. Ugh. That's definitely something to chew on. Interesting. Yeah, 9. She would have... It would also be psychopathy and not sociopathy. Well, actually, dependable. She could be... It could be psychopathy or sociopathy. Sociopaths are born... Or sociopaths are made, psychopaths are born. But she could be showing tendencies. That's true, yeah, she is 9. Either way, that was very interesting. I was not expecting that. Okay, I was gonna say, where the hell is the Moon Sliver? Oh, it's under puzzle. Put it in horror. Sorry, my categories are... Kids also react to what they are shown. If she's showing nothing but abuse and that's all she knows and put in the right hand, she can bounce back. It's very, either way, it's very obvious that Mr. Szymanski left this up to interpretation. So whichever way you guys want to interpret it is kind of how it is. I did want to do the Moon Sliver, but I will run over my time. Although let me double check something really quick. Might be a double feature instead of a triple. Yeah, it's about an hour, so. Oh. Hey, that's actually really cool. David Szymanski retweeted my tweet, and quite a few people liked it. Of my announcement. That's really awesome. Oh, wow. That's super cool. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have enough time for the Moon Sliver. That one I have seen, though. I plan on playing it. Maybe I'll stream it another time. The Music Machine is a great game. That's another one he did. That one takes about 2 hours. That is like a full-blown... But he's very experimental. He's very big on visuals. And very big on interpretation. Fingerbones is kind of the one that lays it out the best for you, but I do remember from the Moon Sliver and the Music Machine, things are very up to interpretation. And as we've seen with A Wolf in Autumn, that is also up to interpretation. So if you liked what you saw, at least here, these were, I believe, his first two, then I highly encourage you to go check him out. He is on Steam. Fingerbones is free. It's a 20-minute experience. Moon Sliver is about an hour. Music Machine is about 2, and Dusk is a full-blown FPS. He's working on newer games. He's done smaller games, like I said before, for the DreadX collection. So if you liked what you saw, please go check out his work. I really like it. It's not for everybody. It's very minimalist. It's very interpretive. It's very, like it's very artistic. I will say, I like how he uses words. When you write, you walk a very fine line. And for anybody listening to this later, I'm a creative writing major. That doesn't say too much that may in itself give you the idea that I'm pretentious. But when you write, you walk a very fine line between pretentiousness and this idea of like sinking your hooks into your audience. And I think he manages to walk the proper side of the line, where he hooks you in. The run-on sentences were a very interesting choice. It was very much a train of thought kind of thing. Yeah, that was very fascinating. But yeah, he does this in quite a few of his games. So To See Dusk was I've seen bits of Dusk. I actually need to sit and play it because I do have it. I've heard nothing but good things. It was a very like startling. It was kind of jarring from like what I was used to. And like the Pony Factory and Dread X again was very different from this. So he has a wide range. He's not just a one-trick pony. So he's a very interesting dev. So I mean, if you liked what you saw, please check him out and support him. I think he's a really cool dude. But yeah, so sadly we're gonna do a double feature and not a triple feature. Because I took a bit longer than I wanted to, but I'm not going to run over. And I will be doing a couple of shorter streams next time. So on Wednesday. Unless something comes up, of course, you can always keep up with what's going on my Twitter. So you guys have a good one. And YouTube, since you've seen the whole VOD here, take it easy.